Hello. I'm here. Ready for you guys. This is working. We are at just a bit less than 3 minutes from the class when it's going to begin. We're going to need a foam roller and we're going to need a yoga block or two, or a yoga block and a pillow, or a ball. I like the ball. It's pretty comfortable. But if you don't have it, use the yoga block. And the pillow is going to be for your head so that it's more comfortable. I like to use some balls here. With the balls, we've got the bigger one, which is my favorite for what we're going to do tonight. And the small one works pretty well. It's like a tennis ball. And if you don't have a ball, there will be the foam roller option. And there's also the medium ball, whichever one works for you. And if ever there's anything, you can always write some comments below. I will be checking out after the class all of the comments and answering the questions to the best of my capabilities in order for you to get the most out of your training. So, you got balls in your court. I know that's the worst joke probably you've heard today. And yeah, so I don't know about you guys. With biking, I hear a lot of people having neck pains when they do go into that aero position when they are biking. And from my experience, part of the reason is a lack of spine mobility. So your neck is kind of compensating for your back. So what we want to try is help you out with spine mobility so that you feel the muscles in the upper back working instead of the neck when you are in aero position on your bike, or you can also feel your core working, because that's a good thing because it keeps your posture upright. What's up, everybody? This is Coach Burrow, and thank you for coming tonight. I have a feeling we're not going to be a lot tonight, but here is my roller to you. We're going to start by massaging in order to just kind of loosen up that back. So we're going to start with the foam roller just at your shoulder blades. You're going to hold your ponytail, or else you're going to roll on top of it, or hold your head for comfort. And just kind of roll your shoulder blades. Kind of feels good. And I find it's a good way to help you wind down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, we're just kind of rolling, having a roll, a stroll, and enjoying this sensation. If your spine is, if you feel a couple of knots, maybe you can just stay on them a bit longer. You can go one shoulder blade, then the other. I like holding my head to minimize pressure on my neck. And then we're going to just kind of roll to the side and roll your lats, what I like to call the spare ribs. And we're just going to go up and down. And if you want, if you find a trigger point, which is like a little knot, you can always stay on it and roll from side to side a little bit until it kind of releases, or a minute, whichever comes first, because we're not going to spend the whole night rolling our lats. But if you do feel a lot of pain here, maybe back off a little bit, maybe support your body weight with your hand. Maybe just try to put less weight on it and be nicer. And at some point your body will adapt, will kind of release itself, and it's going to start feeling good and better. So let's start to switch around to the other side, which is getting jealous. Same thing. We're going to roll up and down. Just kind of feel the sensations here. Focus on your breath. I'm just going to stick there for a minute. Kind of prep the body. If you feel there's a trigger point, you can open, like move forward and back like you're a book. And just kind of breathe. Really simple, right? Breathe. But it's important, because when you stop breathing, it creates a brace. And when there's a brace in your body, it's doing the opposite of what we want to do. You're starting to tense up in your muscles instead of relaxing. 3, 2, 1. Let's just back off here and sit back up. The next exercise that I find really, we tend to kind of close up a lot when we go into an aero position or when we're working at a computer. So the pectoral muscles tend to get pretty tight. And I find that you just kind of rolling, if you notice, you have your clavicule. So it's I have the word in French, clavicule here, and there's a pec that attaches itself to that bone. So that's your pec right there, from center to the outside. And then if you go towards your shoulder, you'll feel maybe a bit more tension. This is the pec minor, which may not feel minor for some of you. And that's where I want you to roll with your ball. And so your ball is going to go on your pec and roll from left to right. And if this is not enough for you, you can grab the big ball and lie down on it, or grab the ball that you have and use the block to be able to put more pressure and keep some space for your chest. So let's go to the ground or wherever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to just find our back and roll from left to right. Unfortunately, I do not have a transparent floor, so I cannot put the camera where I would massage my back. So we're just kind of going left to right, and don't be afraid to move the ball. And I'm noticing, yeah, my mic is close to where I'm massaging here, so It might be a little bit uncomfortable for you guys, so I'm gonna just talk into it while I'm laying down. Another 20 seconds. We're gonna roll left to right. Focus on your breath and allow your body to sink into the ball. And then just go towards the outside of your pec, where your pec minor is. It's probably where it's the most uncomfortable. You're going to open up your arm and do, just for the sake of this class, we're going to do 5 snow angels. But if ever you need to do more, feel free to do so. 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Let's do the other side, since it's getting jealous, right? So let's position that ball on your pec. Try to stay on the upper part of your pec because, well, lower part might not be comfortable, especially for us ladies. And just roll from left to right, as I'm sure you guys tried to skip a step and start doing the snow angels. But remember, massage, then activate, so that your body remembers longer what is its optimal range of motion. We got another 30 seconds, so just kind of breathe. Just kind of go slow, where you can find any area that's uncomfortable. But you want to stay comfortably uncomfortable. So you will feel some tension, but you don't want to feel pain. Let's go towards the outside of your shoulder. Again, you stay on your pec, which is going to be the pec minor, and you will do some snow angels. And again, we're going to do 5 for the sake of this class. 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sound effects not mandatory. I just got a part of my pec minor that released, and it felt great. 4. And 1 more. And 5, which is 5 in Spanish. No idea why I wanted to say that. I just wanted to, so I did. Everybody, we're going to go on our knees and create some space so that we have enough room in order to be able to just kind of move. The next one is going to be the cat-cow. So we're going to move the spine in a sagittal plane. So just kind of put your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulder, and try to stabilize that lower part here by engaging your core and tightening your butt like you're holding a toonie. And I just want you to kind of try to lift your heart up as you breathe in. And try to feel the upper part of your spine. It's called the thoracic spine. And as you breathe out, try to round that part up. Now I'm going to straighten that low back, stabilize it by engaging your core. Breathe in, lift your chest up. And breathe out. 2, try to relax that jaw. Gonna breathe in, try to Lift that chest up. Try to avoid any tension in your neck. And notice if you can see ahead or if you need to lift your neck. Try not to. Try to keep your neck in a comfortable place, neutral position where there's no tension. Breathe out. So that should be around 3. Try to keep your shoulder blades away by engaging your armpits. So I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. That should be around 5. We're going to do 3 more. Lift that chest up. Feel the upper back working. Feel that core engaged. 6. Try to keep those shoulders away from your ears. 7. Lift that chest. It's not about the neck going up, it's about the chest and trying to feel that thoracic spine, that area between your shoulder blades, and then breathe out. I don't know if you've been practicing a bit of spine mobility and torsion, but the next exercise will require some torsion of your spine. So you're going to go into, you're going to try to lock your low back, and then we're going to try to open up our spine with a locked low back so that we can create more space in that upper part of our spine. You can put your foot as you want, comfortable as you may be. You're going to just go into almost like a child pose. You can put your hand on your shoulder or on your head. You're going to breathe out. Try to see if your elbow can touch your wrist. Mine cannot, and that's fine. And then I'm going to breathe in. Keep looking down. Just kind of turn my spine. Breathe out. I'm looking down. 2. Trying not to put any pressure on my neck, so if I need to put my hand on my shoulder instead, that's fine. 3. 4. 5. 6. You'll notice it's pretty tight there. 7. And 8. Good. So we're going to do the other side. You can either put your hand on your shoulder or on your head as long as there's no pressure. Breathe out. Elbow towards your forearm and breathe in. Open up. You might notice there's one side that's tighter than the other. 2. 3. 4. 'Try to avoid tension. 5. In your neck by looking down. 6. 7. And Awesome. So just kind of notice how your spine is doing. And maybe see if you can lock your low back here and see if you can cross your hand and see if you can just kind of extend your spine and feel the upper part of your spine working. Just kind of feel. I just want you to have this sensation. And the next one will probably be the exercise that feels the best. Anyway, for me, I feel like my back is gonna sink in the floor, and I feel like I'm gaining some inches in mobility. So you're gonna need either a ball, a book, whatever you have in stock, as long as you have something that's gonna be under your mid-back where your shoulder blades are. It can be your back. What I usually like to do with the ball is roll it. You may have to play a little bit with your book or your block if you don't have that. If you need a pillow for your head, I want you to be comfortable and not in pain. So I'm going to keep a block close to my person in order to maybe get it if I need it. We're going to lie down on the ground with the block under the middle of your shoulder blade. You're going to keep your core kind of engaged, and you're just going to see if you can extend, move your spine so that your head can be nice and comfortable on the ground without tension in your neck. If there's tension in your neck, like this, so you see I'm kind of putting pressure in my neck here because I'm not mobilizing my spine enough. So I would rather you have a pillow. This one would be good for me right now to be comfortable and to focus on opening up the chest. And as it releases, you may be able to go to the ground and just open up your chest and your hands facing the ceiling and just kind of breathe. So this is called fish pose. Fish pose in yoga, or Matsyasana, which is one exercise that will help you relax and breathe better. You'll feel more space in those ribs, and just stay there while I sit up so that I can keep checking the time. So yeah, that exercise, just the fact that you're lying down on that ball. And I used to be afraid to make people stand still for a while because that would be something that I'm not the type of person who tends to be very patient. I always like to be moving. But just to tell you guys that how important it is to just stand still and feel that stretch, feel gravity helping you out to open up that chest, you will feel a big difference. This is one of the exercises that I enjoy doing, and that just standing still for a while will make it worth your while. And we're going to have just an extra 30 seconds here. Again, just kind of breathe into it. If ever you need a pillow, that's fine. I want you to feel that stretch around the upper part of your spine so that you can move it instead of having to move your neck when you are on your bike. We're going to do one last breath. And as you're down, just slide off the block or the ball from under you and just lie down. Take a moment to appreciate how flat your back is to the ground, how connected your back is to the ground. This sensation is amazing. I'm actually jealous right now because I didn't get to do it, and you guys did, if you did listen to me. And notice how easier it is to lift your chest. And next time you go on your bike, just think about it. Are you lifting your chin and shortening the muscles in your neck? Or are you using the muscles in your spine to move and see ahead? There's a difference between the two. One, you will feel a pain in the neck after the ride, especially after all the impacts on the roads. I'm sure you are not all biking on beautiful perfectly paved roads. So the impact, you'll feel it more if your posture isn't optimal. And yeah, you gotta take care of your body and it will take care of you. You gotta be patient, and I'm just gonna check out if there's some questions coming up. You gotta be patient because nothing comes automatically. Sometimes we are at a level that we think that we are, and we push too much and we get hurt. And sometimes just taking a step back and slowing things down, taking care of your body, like in #Mobility Mondays, will help you bring awareness on what you need to pay attention to. You can let me know in the comment below if there's any questions, special requests, if you have some issues that you want to work on for your bike. I know that with optimal mobility and a great bike fit, we can get rid of a lot of problems that may occur. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night, or good day, or good morning.